Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Veridus, there lived a wise and enigmatic ruler named King Alistair. He was known throughout the land for his ability to maintain control and wield power with finesse. One of the laws he embraced and adhered to with utmost diligence was the law of power, always say less than necessary. King Alistair understood the power of silence and the art of withholding information. He believed that excessive words were often a liability rather than an asset. He knew that those who spoke too much often revealed their weaknesses, intentions, or vulnerabilities unwittingly. Instead, he chose his words carefully, ensuring that every utterance held a purpose and a strategic advantage. One day, a neighboring kingdom, Phoenicia, sent a diplomatic envoy to Veridus. The Phoenician emissary, Countess Alara, was renowned for her eloquence and persuasive speech. As she entered the grand court of King Alistair, the air was filled with anticipation. As the days passed, negotiations between Veridus and Phoenicia unfolded. Countess Alara, in her eagerness to please, divulged more than she should have during the discussions. Unbeknownst to her, King Alistair had gathered a wealth of knowledge from her words, carefully noting her weaknesses, insecurities, and the true intentions of the Phoenician kingdom. Using this knowledge, King Alistair skillfully maneuvered the negotiations to his advantage. He revealed only what was necessary, and skillfully concealed his true intentions, leaving the Countess and her entourage constantly guessing. In the end, Veridus emerged from the negotiations with favorable terms, and Countess Alara returned to Phoenicia, her kingdom none the wiser about the information she had unknowingly revealed. King Alistair's mastery of the law of power had granted him the upper hand, and Veridus prospered under his astute rule. From that day forward, King Alistair's reputation as a wise and formidable ruler spread far and wide. His subjects marveled at his ability to say so little yet achieve so much. The law of power, always say less than necessary, became a cornerstone of his reign, guiding not only his words but also the actions of those who aspired to wield power. And so, the story of King Alistair and the law of power serves as a timeless reminder that silence can be a weapon, and strategic restraint in speech can be the key to unlocking unparalleled influence and control.